Good day, brothers and sisters. This is your host, Job Moraka from Marang Spiritual Ministries. Brothers and sisters, today it is not my intention to scare you. However, I believe that as the Lord reveals things to me, I must reveal them to you as the body of Christ. So, brothers and sisters, something very serious is taking place in the realm of the Spirit. So I thought that I should share with you what the Lord has revealed to me in the last week and a half. First of all, brothers and sisters, I have recorded quite a number of videos about Satan, Lucifer, and the dragon. So I still don't know the difference between or amongst Satan, or the word Satan, dragon, and Lucifer. However, in my case, I was commanded to read the book of Daniel, and also I read the Apocrypha. Those of you who do not know what the Apocrypha is, the Apocrypha was included as part of the canon in the past, I think in 1911. And then what happened? Then it was removed, and now we've got only 66 books. I don't want to go into the politics of then the Council of Nicaea and all of that. But even in the Apocrypha, you will see, brothers and sisters, that we're talking more about, or the Apocrypha talks more about the dragon. And then also the revelations that I've had in as far as the book of Revelation is concerned, I saw the dragon. And in the realm of the Spirit myself, I've come face to face with the dragon, I think on more than 6 occasions. The first occasion, it was when the dragon came to see me and my ears were sealed. I couldn't hear what he wanted to say. He was with 2 ladies. And then the second time the dragon came to see me, he was offering money, which I rejected. And then I saw him again, brothers and sisters, floating on his back as he awakened the Antichrist. I saw him entering a huge church in Europe. I do not want to upset some of my Roman Catholic church members, but the building that I'm talking about, that the dragon entered, was in Europe, and it was the Vatican City. I have seen him, brothers and sisters, on other occasions, but these ones were the most important ones. And today, I want to talk about what I saw in the last week and a half. So, brothers and sisters, I was in a church. It was either a church or an auditorium or a meeting of some kind. So while I was there, probably I was addressing the congregation. While I was there, something must have happened that made me to take a long walk of shame. And when I talk about a long walk of shame, I mean walking naked through the auditorium, and people were looking at me, and people were gobsmacked. They just didn't know what to say about what they've just heard about me. And then, brothers and sisters, as I walked naked towards the exit, something said, "Look back." And then when I looked back, I saw the dragon. He was standing on the podium, the exact podium where I was standing before I was shamed, before I took that long walk of shame. Now, brothers and sisters, you and I can agree that the vision is not really literal, it is symbolic. I believe that what the Lord was showing me, in fact, subsequent visions that I've had confirm this. So what the dragon is planning about my life, obviously I can say this because he's already planning it. I've seen it. The Lord has warned me. I always say that biblically there are only three kinds of dreams. There are warning dreams, dreams for direction, and prophetic dreams. Now, brothers and sisters, I operate in the following spheres. I am, although there is no office called the office of an intercessor, but I operate in that sphere as a prophetic intercessor, number one. Operate as a warfare intercessor. I operate as a watchman intercessor. I operate as a crisis intercessor. I operate as a marketplace intercessor. And I also operate, brothers and sisters, as a priestly intercessor, meaning that I come before the Lord on behalf of the people, and I come before the people on behalf of the Lord. Now, brothers and sisters, just to give you a crash course about intercession. Intercession, it is not about you deciding to stand in the gap for somebody. Ask me, you'll get into trouble. You will be trespassing the rules, the spiritual rules. So you do not wake up and intercede for somebody. Yes, you can pray for somebody, it's okay. But think about the conversation between God and Abraham. Abraham did not wake up and say, I'm going to intercede for Sodom and Gomorrah, or he did not wake up and said, I'm going to intercede for Lot. I believe deep down he may have wanted to intercede for his nephew Lot, but he did not do that. He waited for God to invite him to say that I am going to destroy those cities. What is your view? What do you have to say? So when we talk about intercession, we don't just wake up and intercede for people because we like them or because they've asked us to. You will get into trouble. Ask me. I've been smacked many, many times because I did not know this basic rule. In the realm of the spirit, there are rules. And I believe I was joking about it, brothers and sisters, the other day alone, at 3 a.m. after being smacked. And I was joking about it, and I was like, probably Satan went to the Lord, just in the case of Job. And also, of course, I've been to the courts of heaven. Satan took me there, and he probably accused me there and said, you see, he's trespassing. You got to allow me to smack him. And I was just joking, laughing by myself and saying, the Lord looked the other way and said, yeah, just a little bit. Don't kill him. A little bit of a smack. I joke about these things, brothers and sisters, and these are real things. They happen to some of us. As they say, many are called, few are chosen. Once you are chosen, you can't go back. It becomes tricky. You have to keep on moving on. You have to keep on soldiering on. So, going back to my story, I intercede in those areas. And obviously, the key area here, it's when I operate in that sphere of a prophetic intercessor. Because when you operate in that sphere, you operate with divine insight. You know already what is being planned. And when you pray in line with what we have been shown. So if you don't have divine insight, it may be a little bit tricky to just bind Satan and hope that he will stay bound. He won't escape. We know that we keep on binding him and he keeps on escaping. But anyway, I saw that walk of shame, what he was literally planning, because subsequent visions and dreams confirm this. What he was planning, there are a couple of places that I'm going to. These are places outside of South Africa, the airports where I will be landing. He has planted some ladies. These ladies will be waiting for me. And of course, what they do, they astral project so that the spirit of lust should be part and parcel of who you are. So they project this spirit of lust. And of course, this is the spirit that we must all pray against. And so that is his plan. The walk of shame that the Lord warned me about, to say, this is what he's planning, the walk of shame. So I'm saying this because he's planning it already, but I'm ahead of time. I'm ahead of everything. I know exactly that I haven't met these ladies. I don't know them, but they've already been planted at strategic positions at the different airports where I will be landing. So that is the one vision that I saw, brothers and sisters. And then the second vision was a bit disturbing. It was a bit disturbing, brothers and sisters, in the sense that I saw a group of women. There were lots of screams and shouts, and these women were dressed in black. They ran towards a particular mountain, and whilst they were at the mountain, I believe that there were lions there, 2 lions, a male and a female lion. I saw the lion cubs. There must have been 5 lion cubs. They walked past me, and then I saw this group of women dragging the male lion to the bottom of the mountain. And for some reason, some strong woman must have thrown the lioness towards where I was. I was in an enclosure, like a chalet or something like that. So the lioness lay there. I believe that it was dead. And then after a while, it started moving. It started crawling. Probably his back was broken or whatever happened there. So it started crawling towards where the commotion was. And then I screamed, and a man appeared from nowhere. He had a gun, and I said, shoot it in the head. And he kept on shooting this lioness in the head. And as it rolled over, I said, shoot it in the heart. And he shot it in the heart. And then somebody said, and I said, it is now dead. But somebody said, not quite. It is starting to give birth. This lioness is not quite dead. It is starting to give birth. It will only die after giving birth. What I then saw shocked me to the core. I noticed that there was something that I missed about this lioness. Yes, it is a lion. Yes, it is built like a lion. But the Lord made me to look closer. And then when I looked closer, I noticed that the lioness was actually a mermaid. So the face of this lioness was a mermaid. And that got me thinking, brothers and sisters, are we at that stage already? I believe that if mermaids are now camouflaging themselves as lionesses or as lions, we are very, very close towards the return of our Lord Jesus Christ, because these are the beasts from the sea. It is a beast from the sea, or even if you don't want to call a mermaid a beast from the sea, obviously it is a creature from the sea. And if there is that kind of a mutation where a mermaid mutates itself into the land now, it acclimatizes itself into the land, not in water, land. And it takes the shape of a feline, like a lion. I believe, brothers and sisters, we are very close towards the end, because what the Lord showed me, it was very, very disturbing. And as I said, the mere fact that I've also seen the dragon himself taking the podium. And the podium that he took, obviously, like I said, it's a group of believers. It's either in churches or in auditoriums, wherever I was, when he wanted to make me walk that walk of shame, because that was the ultimate aim at the end. Before the Lord showed me what he was planning, how this thing was going to play itself out, that there will be these women who will be planted everywhere at the airports where I will be traveling. And the idea, of course, brothers and sisters, you guessed it, it is what it is. That is scary, because I have been married for many, many years and I have never taken that route. But the devil was saying that since you had an encounter with the Lord, that is the route that you are going to take. I am going to influence it and you will end up doing it. Go back to your scriptures, brothers and sisters, especially about dreams. Go back to your scriptures. Look at the kind of dream or message that the Lord is giving you. Whether it's a warning, like in my case, this was a warning, and armed with that prophetic insight, I shall stand. I know what to look for. I even know how these women look like, and I know where they will be waiting for me. But I'm saying this, brothers and sisters, because it is a plan that is in motion. The devil has put it in motion. And I know that, or I wanted him to know that I know what the plan is, and then it's not going to work. I stand firm. I will remain unshakable, so I say. So yes, brothers and sisters, it has been hectic with me these days. As I said, I move in and out of those 5 phases where the Lord wants me to intercede for whatever crisis, where the Lord wants me to intercede for on behalf of the people. Many of you may say, pray for me, intercede for me. I can't do that, especially with intercession praying. I pray each and every day for everybody. But with interceding for people, brothers and sisters, he specifically every day, as I've said before, he brings a group of people. I see names. I don't even have to go and read your comments. Those comments, they get projected on the wall. Now, the question that I've been asking myself, I even mentioned this at Wheatbank a week ago when we had our prayer meeting there. I said to those who attended the prayer meeting that please just go and comment in any of the videos that I've recorded, or just send me an email, whatever. Even if you just say hello, do that. And brothers and sisters, I'm saying this with the greatest of respect. I'm not better than anyone, but this is what I can tell you. These angelic beings that are around me, they randomly select the comments that you make, the emails that you send, the WhatsApp messages that you send. I know I haven't said this loud and clear, but they do that. And then it is those people that I am being commanded to intercede for, to pray for. Sometimes I don't even know, brothers and sisters, why I have to pray for these people. And you will see, brothers and sisters, that it is not about money. There are no adverts, as you would have noticed, running on my YouTube. So I wanted you to know that it is really not about money. It is about this whole question of interceding for the people that they randomly choose and they bring to the fore and command me to pray for them. And all that I say, as I've said, is those 3 things. Those who are in captive, those who are in the dark, those who are oppressed and depressed. I pray for them and I ask the Lord to bless them. That's all that I do. So brothers and sisters, something serious is happening in the realm of the spirit. I want you to stay close to Christ. From Marang Spiritual Ministries, your host as always, Job Moraka. Thank you.